Alright, so I'm going to take you a little bit through how I make a cosplay build. Let's go ahead and get started. What we go to AC Design, and we don't go to Assembly. We actually go to AC Data first. Then we go over here to Preset and hit Up. Now, you do have to complete the game first in order to do this. I like to start with really bright lights. Air has the brightest lights in the game. In fact, you can't actually make them brighter or dimmer without doing this, so you have to use this if you want brighter lights. So then after you've done that, you go into the paint, so you can do this little thing where you hit yes, back out right away, discard, don't save. Then you can go into assembly, and now you're free to do what you want. Now, the first thing I usually do is I go and I start trying to find the information I need to make what I'm looking to make. This time we're looking to make Zinaida from Armored Core Last Raven. So, I'll be right back after I've done a little bit of research. Okay, so for the head, we know that we're going to be pretty much using the shade eye. It kind of makes the most sense in my opinion. The only other one I think might make more sense is the finder eye, but I kind of like this one better for it. So we're going to go with the shade eye. Now on to the core. The core was originally the CRC06U5, and it doesn't quite look exactly like anything we have that I can think of right offhand, except for maybe the ephemera, which we already have the ephemera on, so that might work out for us. I think I'm going to leave it on the ephemera for now. It's a little bit smooth compared to what it was, but see what happens. The arms were the CRA92XS arms. Pretty much all of the arms in body parts in the first Armored Core games were really just part numbered out. They weren't really named things very specifically, except for like the special things. But yeah, CRA92XS. These, I think we might have something we can use. Let's take a quick look. That's pretty close. It looks a little heavy and big. Actually, the tool arm isn't far off. I'm going to go with the tool arm. The shoulders are a little off, but the arms themselves are actually pretty spot on. Now here we're looking at LH09 Cougar 2 legs. Now these look awfully familiar. I think I know what we're going to do here. And we're just going to hit down once. Bam. HAL 826. Seems like a lot of the Armored Core Last Raven special ACs were using these legs, or legs a lot like this. If I look a little harder, let's see what else might fit the bill. Not really anything else, mainly because these have some of the aesthetics that just kind of match. They're a little extravagant, but they work out. This thing is looking kind of like a mess right now. Not gonna lie, it does not look pretty. Originally, when I was looking at this, I was thinking about giving it the knock dryer treatment, but yeah, no, we're not doing that. Even that still looks ugh. So that takes care of the frame. Next is getting it working the way I want it to. Actually, now next let's go ahead and get on to the weapons real quick. And I think this time we're gonna make it ultimate form. So let's go with the Python in the right hand. Miniaturized railgun designed to be equipped on an AC's arm. So we go in here. Said miniature railgun. I think we'll go with the Curtis. I think that might work out best right now. Let's start. In the left hand, we have a we have a machine gun that has impressive close range support. We only have so many machine guns, and this one's just better. So we'll go with the Ludlow. On the right back, we got a Spar toy. Now, that is a little too missile launcher. I'm surprised to see such a small missile launcher on a ultimate form anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let's upgrade that to the active homing missile launcher. Hey, it's still 2 missiles. Yeah, I mean, it's still 2 missiles. It's just 2 really big missiles. Instead, moving on. And for this side, we're going to put the Kranich on. Been using this a lot lately, it seems. But we have a pulse cannon to put on, so. And it takes the place of the Lamia. And so far, looking at that all, it looks way better than anything else. Here, it looks pretty much. What was on here before? Shield? Oh, never mind. That's why. Alright, now it gets to time to do the internals. Now, I do try to look a little bit at what was originally on the build to get an idea of how it should operate, but usually I opt to make it as good of a build as possible over being as accurate as possible when it comes to internals. But let's see what we got. For the booster, we got a CRB83TP in ultimate form. Its description says excellent boost power, but high energy consumption. Oh, well, that's easy. NGI 001. Although I don't think I think there is, yeah, that one's got a pretty high energy load. Oh, but no, we're going to go with the NGI still. It's that quick boost energy consumption that's just bad. So we'll keep that. For the FCS, what did it use for an FCS? What did it use? The Miroku. Miroku. It looks like Miroku. Standard lock type FCS with excellent lock time performance. Ah, I hate the descriptions of FCSs in the old games. They were kind of garbage. They didn't really say anything. It was just a big nothing burger half the time. Like this one. This means nothing without any context. With excellent lock time performance. Let's see. Something that's gonna quickly lock on. The problem is we don't really worry about it like that anymore. Now it's all range. I think we're gonna go PO5 on this. Or no. Can we afford it? We might be able to afford this. We'll go WLT 001 for now. Until we can't, basically. Oh, we're definitely going to be changing this out, probably. Alright, let's go ahead and see what kind of power generation we had from our original build. The CRG91. Redesigned version of the G78, which much improved output. Let's go to the G78 then. Modified G69 with improved output and condenser capacity. Come on, guys. Early model with low output and low color. Okay, so like a couple upgrades up. What can we use in this build? Oh, we got a Ming Tang we can use. We can use the Santai, surprisingly. Too bad I can't use this. This would be so much fun to use. I think we're gonna go Hakushi. Maybe Yaba, since it's available to us. This is actually a pretty good generator when you know how to use it. You just gotta be willing to like live in the red a little. Don't be afraid of it. I think we're gonna live in the red a little. What else can we do? Yeah, that's what we're doing. And for expansion, I'm gonna say pulse armor. I think. Yeah. Now let's address something here. What it looks like. It looks interesting. That core is really messing with me. Just the way it goes skinny into the legs like that. Let me take a look around here. I might have to come back to that core. But let's go ahead and paint it up real quick and see what we got. We might have to get creative here because I never really expect to find paint codes for older builds. Best we can usually do is just kind of eyeball what we got and hope for it. Hope for it being like accurate in the eyes. I use that. So it's like silver and purple with a green eye. All right, that actually looks like it's gonna pretty much remain. No, actually, this is gonna be the purple. Now that I'm looking at the arms, man, this is why it takes a while to get this done. I said that way because honestly, I don't entirely enjoy these arms, but those shoulders actually kind of look a lot like these. So now what does it look like? Holy. Ooh. Nope. I liked it better this way. The arms look better this way anyway. The shoulders we can ignore. In fact, after seeing it with those salad arms, that core doesn't look that bad anymore. And actually with the coloring, I think we're pretty good. The other option has an energy shortfall, and so we'd have to end up going and playing with the generator again. It just doesn't quite look right anyway. So we're going to leave it on the ephemera. That is pretty much first start on how I build. Now, the problem is we don't really get much play around with like how it operates from here on out. Normally on other builds, I would go and I would get into PvP and I would start tinkering around with weapons, trading them in and out. But we're a little bit locked in when it comes to cosplay builds. I could go in and do like the original weapons, which I think changes the machine gun to a laser blade and changes the railgun to a machine gun. I don't even remember what's on the shoulders. I have to look again. But yep, the only other thing is to name it, which it was called. Am I spelling that right? Watch it be backwards. Fascinator? Yes, it is Fascinator. I love what happens when you type while you're screen. But the AC is now named and built. And go ahead and hit B. Go down the AC data. Go to user 2. Hit plus. And this we will name Zinaida. And from here on out, I go and I get my the rest of the gameplay footage. I start playing PvP for a little while, about an hour or two, and I go and I do some PvE stuff. And yeah, anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Later.